Liverpool have once again bottled the league.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
With Jurgen Klopp not having his fairy tale farewell season, Liverpool go to new manager Arne Slot to rebuild this team into something magical once again. However, with Arne Slot new to the Premier League, we need some people to help him adjust to the Prem, hence why I'm going to come in as assistant manager for him and help him get this team back to glory ways. So now let's have a look at the team here. The team is looking, it's very good. I mean, it is Liverpool. I mean, arguably one of the best teams in world football, but it is kind of deteriorating. The quality's not. There's been the same team pretty much for the last 3 or 4 seasons with some new additional signers. Like Gravenberch, McAllister, the list goes on. McAllister being one of the best players this season in my eyes for Liverpool. Same with Mo Salah and obviously, of course, Van Dijk. But there has been some questionable people, and I know there's going to be one that's beloved it in Darwin Núñez. Bit of hit and miss, but he's just not there. Maybe a loan spell for him would be the best, but I think a massive clear out within this team needs to be at. Mo Salah, bit 50-50 on a contract at the moment, but I think it's time for him to probably part ways with the club. He's had a phenomenal season there and, well, career with Liverpool, so maybe a departure for him right there. The main man, though, obviously Arne Slot being a Dutch man himself. Cody Gakpo, what a Euros he has. What a player he turns for the Dutch, and I kind of want to bring in that Netherlands-Dutch vibe that he produces on the bigger stage in the European competitions and bring it into Liverpool. So I really want to focus on Cody Gakpo in this rebuild here today with Arne Slot. However, there needs to be a bit of a clear out of this team with the new Arne Slot era for Liverpool. And bam, here is the team. We have absolutely wiped it up. A lot of shock to probably you lot seeing some of the individuals that have left, and I'll reveal some who have left in a minute. We have got a budget of 333 million of the play for the season. By the time I'm recording this, ladies and gentlemen, as you see, Quansah is in the 72 overall in the centre back role, but we need someone better there. But ideally, like I said, the time of recording, Liverpool are interested in a centre-back from Crystal Palace in Mark Gailey, who has had incredible season in the Euros under England. Fell short in the final.
Are you taking the piss?
But he's been incredible, and for me, one of their best players this Euros, and is a decent for Crystal Palace. So we got him on a straight swap deal with Joe Gomez to come into this team right now to partner up with Virgil van Dijk as the new dynamic duo at the back. But now to go on to the people who have left the team, ladies and gentlemen, starting off with Mo Salah. Yes, he has gone. The contract was going. It's a bit 50-50. Fans wanted to keep him to stay, but he's gone to a good team in Real Madrid. That might bite me in the ass if we meet Real Madrid in the final. You never know. Don't know how he's going to slot in with that dynamic attack they got in real life now with Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinny. But he has gone there. Luis Diaz has gone to their rival club in Barcelona. With Cody Gakpo being the highlight now in that winger position, I feel like he's not going to get used as much. We've got people like Harvey Elliott, so hence why he has left. Kanate, he has gone. Obviously, with Gahey coming in now, I want to focus on him. And Kanate, he's a good player. Very good player indeed. But I feel like some of the fans have fell out in love with some players, and I feel like he might be one of them. I'm not sure in the potential he could potentially reach. Núñez has been on loan to West Ham. He had the option of Inter as well, but he decided to stay in the Prem and prove himself there to a lot of people. He has gone on a 2-year loan spell, which I think would be good. See if he can prove it in a bit of a lower tier team. No offense there to West Ham, but I feel like that team could potentially soon better. Personally, I think Inter would have been, but he chose to go West Ham, so that is what it is. But now going back to the team, we need to focus on some individuals like a new winger. Gordon, not really going to make the cut right there. We've got Elliott and Gravenberch as a rotation with Connor Bradley as well and Kellott in the back. Curtis Jones as well, Tim Mescas as well. Robertson, I feel like his time could be going. But however, I've got one individual who I feel like, especially under Arne Slot's kind of way he plays with attacking fullbacks, who can replace Robertson, new and fresh to Liverpool's side. And that individual who will be replacing Andy Robertson as our new left wing back will be Alessandro Grimaldo. Yes, what a player he's had for Leverkusen this season. You could have said, well, why not you go for Frimpong? I mean, a Dutch, right back with Arne Slot would probably be better, but he plays on the opposite side, and there's no way we're getting rid of Liverpool's star man in Alexander Trent right there. We're not going to do it. Trent Alexander-Arnold is staying in the team, but we need someone fresh, and this guy can offer what Arne Slot wants, an attacking left wing back, really, who can score, he can get up the pitch, he can defend, you name it, this guy can do it. We paid a whopping 65 million for him, trying to involve the swap deal Robertson, but they didn't want him, so we just pay with money. And now it's time to actually sign a Dutch sensation, and why not Frankie de Jong to go over with McAllister in that midfield role. I feel like that could be a very dynamic, very defensively in some sense, but I just feel like some actual box-to-box ballers in this DM row. Proper tiki-taka football. Our first Dutch signing under the Dutch manager Arne Slot. We did swap Andy Robertson in for this man with a whopping 16 million. They wanted a lot, Barcelona, but our new number 7. Weird number, but he'll take it. So our next signing is a guy I really want to get in, and that is Nico Williams. I mean, do I need to even say anything about this kid? If anyone's been living under a rock, just watch the Euros with Spain. This guy has been tearing it apart, and no offense to Atletico Bilbao, but this guy deserves a mega team, and it needs to be signed by one of the mega teams. So why not Liverpool? Come to Arne Slot, come to the Prem as our new right mid. Yes, he's a left mid, but he's pretty much both-footed. He's going to be on the opposite side where Cody Gakpo and Slot will be. Maybe give him the number 7 shirt over De Jong has come to the club. Who knows? But what a signing, what a player, Nico Williams. Welcome to Liverpool and Arne Slot's team of success. We're not done yet though with Arne Slot's mega signings. We have signed one of his former players from Feyenoord in Hartman in the left row. Yes, we have got Tomiskas there, but I'm feeling of getting rid of Tomiskas. We need someone fresh there, someone a bit younger. So why not get this guy as our new rotational left back over the main man we've just signed in Grimaldo. Got to get some former players in, so I feel like Hartman is the best probably option there. I was thinking Hanko, but then, you know, with some of the players we got, it's got to be Mr. Man instead in Hartman. And for our final signing, it's going to be a player that no one's going to expect here. He's 6'2", he's a veteran in Luke de Jong from PSV, a Dutch striker coming in as a rotation of Diego Jota, who's probably going to play the number 9 this season up top with Nunes going out on loan. Jota gets it done. We need to sign a veteran. It was one of our objectives, which I'll reveal after this. De Jong actually comes in as number 9. Do I keep it? I think we do. Why not? Jota, you keep your number, but this man is our new rotational striker. And so, legend, here is the team of Arne Slot and myself for Season 1. A lot of change within the team. Jota will be converted into a striker and will play as striker this season. I mean, why not? He doesn't play as much. He comes as normally as a sub, but when he does, he gets goals. So why not tie him up top over Nunes, who is on loan now? Obviously, there will be a future with Darwin Nunes if he does perform well at West Ham. Slot big season for him right here. Bit on the low rating on some of the overall and the attacking right there. But he is a phenomenal player. I feel like he deserves to have that central attack in midfield season, with Harvey Elliott growing in behind him in the shadows. Cody Gakpo out wide with the new signing, Nico Williams as well. Frankie de Jong and McAllister in the midfield. Van Dijk, Mark Gahey in the new partnership there, with Grimaldo overlapping with Alexandre Arnold and Alisson keeping the ball at the net. De Jong offers a little bit different up top, a bit more of a target man, you can say a hold-up striker. Harvey, we already talked about, we all know about him. Pure Scouse, what a player. Gravenberch, again, an incredible player with a big future, I feel like. Hartman, new sign. Quansah, big sign-in there for them, and also a player to look for in the future. Connor Bradley, don't need to say anything about him. Absolutely incredible player, to be honest with you. With Curtis Jones and Kelleher as well, Pesic, and some of the other players on the bench. Go on to the instructions now. As you can see, we've got Grimaldo join the attack. I know that's same with Trent. De Jong, I've said to stay back, shows a bit more defensive than McAllister, I'd say. Like McAllister, I'm actually tempted to stay on the edge of the box. I feel like he can offer something there and actually cover centre and free roam. I feel like that's what he can offer. He could do everything pretty much on the pitch, to be honest. Slot stay forward. Gakpo cut inside, comes short, stay forward. Williams getting behind though because he's just pure rapid. And Jota just to stay central, to just let these guys overlap and do what they want to do there. Doing some of my history here and kind of my research, Arne Slot does like to play the 4-2-3-1, with a strategy of kind of tiki-taka with a possession base. So that's what I'm going to go for right now. We've hired out a couple of coaches, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's time to get onto the objectives for the season. As you can see, youth development, we're not going to dive into this one, ladies and gentlemen, this season because there's a low priority. Brand exposure, signed veteran player, hence why we signed De Jong, and I think he'll suit this team quite well as a hope striker, offer something different. 5 wins in cup matches right there, we're going to do that as well. Financially, absolutely peasy. Win the league, win the FA Cup and Europa League. You're probably thinking, why are you putting me in the Europa League? I want to go back for it. Obviously got knocked out for Atlanta, so I want to just give it this season to go for the Europa League, and then next season build potentially to go for the Champions League and get back to the glory right there. But why not put them in the Europa League once again and see how they do? Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, the team is pretty much ready to go. It's going to be interesting. A completely new lineup for Liverpool. No Mo Salah now. It's going to be a hard one. Let's see how this team does in Season 1 with Arne Slot. So here we are at the end of the season. Looks like we just beaten West Ham 2-0. Draw to Palace though, 6-2 to West Ham. Arsenal, we beat them in the cup as well. I reckon we could be on with something special in our first season. Rangers away, beat them 3-1. Can we beat Spurs at home 2-0? A lot of inboxes here. 6-2 against Rangers. We're dominating this here. And it looks like we might have Ajax in the final. However, are we on for a treble here? Have we won the league in our first season? We're in the green bar, but we're near the orange, which makes me speculate that we might have bottled the Premier League. But we are in an FA Cup in the Europa League and in the FA Cup, well, against West Ham. I think I said Europa League. I've had a shocker, but we're in 2 finals, which is nice to see. But our last game is against Wolves. Have we done the league, though? And we have. We have with Manchester City on our tail, but we have won. Even if we lose, it doesn't matter. Surely our team has grown up to be, well, incredible. I mean, could this be the quickest rebuild of all time on my channel in terms of rebuilding the team? Because next season, Champions League could be just our last tick here. Slot is injured though. That could be a massive worry for the final, but a lot of growth. I mean, Williams on the wing, I think we signed him as an 81 overall, and he's gone up by a +7, which is ridiculous. So he must be the outstanding player this season. Good fix for Matt Javier, should be getting in there, and we get the 2-0 anyway with De Jong and McAllister. They're both central midfielders. That's what I said, a bit of a tiki-taka threat, that midfield has worked wonders. But now we have got the final against Ajax. This could be a bit of a hard game here. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Endo looks like he potentially could leave here because we've got 2 transfers, so he might have been a bit fed up with the team, so he might want to leave. But is Slot back? I don't think he is. So Harvey Elliott has to probably do a job for me. Does indeed. Let's see if we can get 2 trophies ticked this season. And we don't. Ajax actually bring it back right at the end. Bit sour there for Arne Slot, obviously playing for final, but we do lose this final, which is a massive shock there. That might actually kind of deteriorate my, as you can see in the top fan corner, we have dropped a little bit, but if we win this FA Cup final, I think that's good. Again, I mean, we're knocked out to Atalanta in real life. I put him back in the Europa League. This one, we still can't get it done with Arne Slot, so it is what it is. But now it is time to get on to this game right here. Can we beat West Ham? Surely we're going to be favourites at Wembley Stadium. We are going to play this one, ladies and gentlemen, because why the hell not? Because it might be a short rebuild, so we want to get enough game times in as well to make it a little bit more entertaining for you guys watching them, especially any Liverpool fans. And as you can see, pre-match report, Darwin Núñez starts for them. So this is going to be a bit of a wild game indeed. But let's see if we can get it done. Slot is injured, a lot of tired legs, which, to be fair, is not the best. It's not the best there. I mean, that's the annoying thing in terms of just having 2 finals so close together. We're going to have a lot of tired legs, so we might have to play a bit weaker team here. But I mean, we've done it before. I mean, Jurgen Klopp has done it before. He's been starting like a younger team. The players don't really start in cup games. And we're going to do the same with Arne Slot. And they've always done well and kind of stepped up to the plate. So Hartman goes in. Kwanzaa goes in for Van Dijk. And what else can we do here? Do we do Williams? I think we do. I think we just got to go for it here. Williams as well. The winger, he's got to come off as well. I think, to be honest, we need to maybe do something with this. I'm going to say Gordon, but don't think the experience is there. I think we just kind of keep Williams on for a little bit. Cody Gakpo the same. I think De Jong could come on for Jota, and Harvey Elliott can come on for Slot. A very weak team indeed. I think, to be fair, actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do Elliott out wide. We'll do Curtis Jones in the cam role. And I think that's what we got to do later. We'll keep some of the players on the bench in rotation. But other than that, I mean, Slot being injured is a massive loss for us right there. But it's going to be a very weak team. A lot of subs could be coming into play here. But can we do it? The underdogs. We'll change the kit as well to red. Can this weak team do it against West Ham? So here we have it then. Liverpool versus West Ham. And from people probably looking at the lineups before the game, they're probably saying, what the hell is that lineup? But pure tired legs is the reason why. We've got good rotation, but we've been done over right there with the fixtures. But it is what it is. But let's see what we can do. A bit of a darker stadium. If I knew that, I probably would have played a bit of a lighter kit. But Bowen running through with Darwin Núñez, former player. Alisson knows how to save against him on the training downs. Darwin Núñez underneath David Moyes, so that's not something I would expect to say, but you never know. Could happen in real life, I doubt it, but you never know. Alisson, good kick up the pitch there. This is a big chance, a big Truven Prancer for the young lads. Let's see what they could do here. Alexander Arnold is the captain. I did switch that because I think it was Kwanzaa. We'll have to wait and see how this goes out here. Phillips. McAllister does well. Harvey Elliott. He's got to have a big game today. And De Jong could hold it up well. That's why I got on the ball. That's why I signed him, to hold up the play like that. Can we get it in the back post? I did see a run in that back post in Nico Williams. He's got to dig in deep today with that stamina. Hopefully we'll be okay. Trent swings at the ball, going into the back post here. Can't do anything with it. Can we get it back out wide? We can. Bowen retrieves the ball and kicks it out to Bowen. Indini now. Can we get it? Curtis Jones does well. Does fantastic. Goes into McAllister. Can we fire it in? We can. To William Jr. And he does!
Bosh!
Just like he's just done in the Euros for Spain against Italy. He slots the first goal in against the game. He does fantastic. Our new number 7. Yes, we did change the number. But with this weaker side, the desire's there. With the Scouts team in Liverpool. And we push forward in the FA Cup final here at Wembley. Great turn there. Great ball as well. And just kind of dinks it into the top left hand corner there, pivots it really. A great finish there against Ariel, their keeper. 1-0 to this very underdog Liverpool side today. So 1-0 to this very underdog side here. Not even our starters team, and we're still turning it up. But like I said, anyone that does follow kind of Liverpool in the Premier League, Jurgen Klopp, their former manager, did used to play kind of weaker players and give them a chance. And this is what we're doing today in a massive game like this. And then, well, looking from the results, it's paying off. Bowen to Indini. Johnson here. Should be able to get that ball there. Well done from Hartman there. Does fantastic. You could say this is Arne Slot's and myself's last chance to get a bit more silver this season, because Liverpool expect more with the critical and the objectives. So if we win this, surely we keep our jobs. Quanta does fantastic though. And we'll actually take that. Goes. Oh, I don't know about that. It came off Bowen last there, ref. Confidential VAR decision right there. Pass back. Johnson on the ball. We can't get locked into Bequeta here. Bequeta pushing. McAllister does well. Does fantastic. Can do everything on the pitch. And that's why he was one of Liverpool's best players last season. But Darwin Núñez there. Intercepted. Shot a goal and it goes in from Bequeta. I've got to say, the shadow on the pitch kind of threw me off a little bit there. Maybe that's why they put the white cat out.
What?
Hoping for a sunny day, but they put the bloody roof over the stadium, it seems. And we cannot see hardly anything. But regards to that, they pushed it past the players there. Bequeta and Darwin Núñez, one of our former players who will be potentially returning in a couple of years' time, has damaged us there. And it's 1-1. So 1-1 pretty much just before the break. Can this team do it? Just got to keep going. We've been playing well. We just kind of slipped up a little bit there. But it is what it is. De Jong here. Got to lead this team out of charge. Probably going to be the kind of third choice captain if Trent doesn't start over Van Dijk as well, I would say. Going to go into here. Quanta. Nice ball into Hartman there. Need a bit of a runner though. Into McAllister. Just tried to dip past there. Thread the needle between them two players there, but couldn't get away from it. Bowen now. Running down. Curtis Jones does fantastic there. Just can't get it back in possession now. Darwin Núñez does well. Darwin running forward here. Looking to damage Liverpool again, and he does. It's Darwin Núñez just before the break.
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
And maybe that's what I get, and Arne Slot gets, for loaning out Darwizzy. He hugs out with his new manager for a couple of years in David Moyes, and West Ham have turned this game right around. So great finish from Darn. He just dips over defence and he uses that pace he's got. And finally, he converts his chances and puts it in for West Ham. They're bringing it back. So second half is another way, and we've made two changes. De Jong comes off for Jota, and also Gravenberch comes on for McAllister. We've got to go for it in the second half. I know it's going to be hard, lads, but we can do this. Curtis Jones into Gravenberch. Gravenberch looking for some 1-2. Does well. Gravenberch could go all the way here. Gravenberch gets the shot off quick and he gets it in straight away. The Dutch sensation, number 38. He's got himself to prove still at Liverpool, and he has done today at Wembley. 2-2. I can see Kenny Dalglish's flags there. They wish he had him buddy starting. But we've got to deal with some of the tire legs we've got up top. But De Jong comes off the pitch. Jota's on. Gravenberch is on. And it's 2-2 just like that. So 2-2 in this mad FA Cup tie. If you was a West Ham supporter now, you'd be expecting this team to absolutely rinse Liverpool. It's the ball on that back post, to be fair though, and just get distracted there. And I should be talking about the opponent team. The back post cross was on. Darwin plays a low ball into Bequeta there. Into Bowen. Into Darwizzy again. Plays that out wide to Johnston. Liverpool still going strong here. Johnson looking to do something there. Gives it into Indini. Decent signing that. Goes into Bowen. Williams cuts him out. Does well. Harvey Elliott into Jota. We've got a lot of room on this right hand side and Trent will exploit it. The defence is all gone. I can see a bit of a back post with Curtis Jones. Scouser to Scouser!
Yeah, of course.
And it's Curtis Jones, number 17, playing out of position today. But the defence have gone quiet and we will exploit it. Pete Trent there, that's why he's still in the right back. Well, we haven't converted to a centre mid like every bloody person Connor wants. He's saying he's midfield, but he's more right back. And it's a fantastic ball and a great header to Curtis Jones. The boys are doing all they can to keep Arne Slot and myself as assistant manager this season. We need to win this trophy to keep our jobs, to be honest, because, well, let's be honest, EA 24, you can win a quadruple, you can win every trophy, but if you don't do one of the objectives, like sign a player to the youth academy, you'll get sacked. Very silly. So we just got to deal with it and get as many crucial priority objectives done. But this team at the moment are doing that right now. Curtis Jones kind of slips up there, though. Corner. Mr. Cornetto does well when he gets past. He doesn't. Corner, AK Cornetto, as I like to call that play on the wing there. Terrible joke from us both, but a game is the game. Quansah plays it short there to Harvey Elliott. Number 19. They're struggling at the back, it seems. Harvey Elliott wants to hold it up. Gives it to Hartman, his new teammate. Gives it into Gravenberch. Back pass there to Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott going for a ridiculous chance now when Areola keeps it and catches it. But it's still alive there. Harvey Elliott doing the job on the wing here. Tried to bounce past. Couldn't do it though. Bowen. Dalwizzy on the ball. Bring him down. That's what I like to see. A bit of a Brexit challenge there from Gravenberch. He loves to put a foot in. Leave a foot on him. Darwin Núñez. Probably didn't deserve that. Did try to fight someone in the crowd recently to protect his family. But he hasn't protected himself there. I can say that. Won't be fighting anymore from doing that. So we just got to survive. We just got to survive here. I mean, on 3-minute halves. What can happen here? Paqueta. Well in from Williams there. Oh, but it is a foul. They've paid the ref. I'm telling you now. What can we do from this angle, though? What can they do? Ball goes into the back post there, but we get it out with Quansah. Does well. What a future he's got with his team. Phillips here. Probably one of the worst signings this season for West Ham. Hartman does well. And now we got a chance. This is surely game over. They've gone ultra attack. We're going to play it in. And there's a man to our right in Nico Williams.
He's the best football player in the world.
And there's our new number 7. He might have no stamina. He might have the snail pace right now. But he has won us the FA Cup with the underdogs, with the kids in this team. West Ham, they have gone quiet. And the main man from Spain with Yamal has done fantastic. Great finish here. We laid it on a plate for him. And you don't give a man with 5-star weak foot who could do it all, has got the future ahead of him, win us the FA Cup. And the whistle should go any moment right now. And it will. What a result for Liverpool. What a final. They brought it back. We brought it back. And we finished it with a lovely cushion there from Williams. Another trophy. A trophy that has proven that the young lads can do it on the biggest stage as well. Which is nice to see. Because a lot of these might not make appearances in the Champions League if we get to a final next season. Or in Season 3. Still a lot of work. But what a season for Arne Slot here. We missed out on the Europa League again. But we've won a double. You know, we might have won the Carabao Cup, but we'll have to check that after now. But I'm very proud of this very young team. There were some players that are over 72, 64, but they've done bits. And Trent Alexander will get his hands on, once again, the FA Cup, a trophy that Liverpool just keep winning now and then. They've got so many in their history books, but now they add this one to the collection with a new manager in the Dutch, in Arne Slot as myself, assistant manager. Let's see how this team has done for the rest of the season. But for now, we enjoy the celebrations. Go on the lash, lads, because you've just won the FA Cup. Well done to the young lads as well. Let's continue on. So what a phenomenal FA Cup one that was right there. 4-2 thanks to some of the young lads in the team. No Cody Gakpo, no other player that we normally see in the lineups. But well done. No Van Dijk as well, which is ridiculous. No Grimaldo. Slot boy, obviously injured. Obviously kind of ruined his potential a little bit right there with some of the growth of the rest of the team. I expect him to grow up as well, but it is what it is. But looking at the standings of the other cups now, we have won the league with 91 points with only 5 lost underneath Arne Slot. However, in the Carabao Cup, we didn't. Aston Villa did it. Where did we get knocked out there? We lost to Spurs on penalty, so it is only the double this season. Fortunately, no Europa League, because obviously now we've got the Champions League football. But it is what it is. Ajax done well. We beat Rangers, as we did see. Leverkusen would have been a very hard final under Xabi Alonso, but I've got to go to Ajax. Massive game there. They do get the win 3-2. But let's have a look at the outstanding players this season. Let's have a little gander. And it goes to Nico Williams. I mean, I expected this one. It gone by a +5 right there. Darwin Núñez, to be fair. 32 goals in all competitions. Do we bring him back? Because, as you can see, Jossa did have a good season. But compared to Darwin Núñez, I mean, he's been phenomenal. I mean, do we bring him back? I think we do. De Jong, as you can see, had a phenomenal one. Slot did get injured, which is a bit of a shame. Maybe a new cam role right there. Maybe Gibbs dropped down into the rotational role. I know he only played 32 games. How long is he out for? Broken tibia. So you can't blame him too much there. But we need to look for the future. Sometimes it is what it is. However, though, Harvey Elliott had a fantastic season as well. De Jong, to be fair, is our backup striker. 9 goals for the age he's at. Hard league does well. Cody Gakpo, of course, has had a phenomenal season as well. Decent. Very decent indeed. As you can see, my green bar is going down a little bit. Hopefully we don't get sacked. But I think we're okay there. We pretty much ticked off everything. We just didn't get the win there in the Europa League. So hopefully everything is a-okay within the team. Season 1, massive success. Next season, retain the Premier League and go for the Champions League and any other trophies that come our way. Let's get into Season 2. And so here we have it then in Season 2 of Liverpool with Arne Slot and myself. Coming off from the first season in charge with him, we won the FA Cup and the league. We held in the Europa League, though, once again, kind of like the Atlanta one in real life. But we got to the final of Ajax and beat us out there, and the Carabao Cup. So it'd be nice to really take off the Carabao Cup, but also now, with the objective and the position from last season winning the league, we have now got Champions League football back to where Liverpool rightly belong. Youth development, nothing there, so we don't have to worry about this season. Brightsboro, some 3 players born in age, which could be a bit tricky, but I feel like there, in terms of the players they got there, I feel like maybe the rotation role could be probably the best pick for that there, because looking at our team now, it's still fantastic. So any Asian players, I feel like, except for maybe like his son and stuff, but I don't think, you know, they're going to get into this team. There's not many high-rated players there. So maybe the rotation, maybe some new wingers here, and maybe a backup right back, maybe a centre back, who knows, but we'll have to look at that. But I feel like more importantly, definitely a backup winger right there, and we'll definitely be able to do that with the 234 million budget we've got for Season 2. As you can see, we did simulate up to the first game of the season, was the FA Community Shield against Manchester City, which we will simulate past that and see who will win. However, well, similar to this day, we did lose a couple of players in terms of loans, and one sell in Endo. He wanted to leave, so we sold him to the Premier League side in Chelsea. Carvalho's gone back out on loan, same with Bradley and Gravenberch. All 3 players here wanted to get loaned out. They got fed up with being in the club. Sadly, with Gravenberch had a really good FA Cup final, but he just wanted to leave, so well, we just granted it. We couldn't do anything about it there, but we definitely need some rotation within this team. Other than that, though, nothing really needs to be changed. But we did say before getting to this season with the striker role, we're going to recall back Darwin Núñez, because he had a fantastic season and he actually did really well in the FA Cup final. I think Jota will still be the starting striker, but Núñez will be sat on the bench, because as you can see, Luke de Jong is trying to end the season. So to be fair, that's worked out perfectly, loaning out Núñez and getting a little bit familiar with the Premier League, and now bouncing back to Liverpool. But like I said, we definitely need some wingers here to rotate with Cody Gakpo and Williams. I feel like that's where we need to deep dive into the transfer market and get some couple of potentially rotational Asian players within the Liverpool side to keep the board happy. So let's see what we can do with the 233 million we got to play with Arne Slot in Season 2. So the board has asked us to sign some players from Asia, well, born from Asia, and we have done that with Takfusa Cuba here from Real Sociedad at the overall of 83 at the age of 23. 17 million we paid for a player on a rotational right there. I mean, a decent player in real life, very rapid, quite small player, so the agility is quite there. He's very nimble in and out, and I feel like that offers a little bit different than people like Cody Gakpo, who's just a bit more driven towards the goal. But this guy offers a little bit different on the wings, And that's one of 3 players born from Asia signed to Liverpool. On to our second signing now, and we're actually signing a player that's going to be kind of contested to the league for the club we've just signed him from in Arsenal, in Tomiyasu here. Overall of 80 overall, the age of 25. We only paid 23 million for him, which I think is a good bargain. In a rotation of another fullback, and he can actually play left back as well. He's more of right back, so rotation there with Trent. We've got Harman in the left back row rotating with the starter man we got already in the team. We've got Amaldo, but we need someone on the opposite side of rotation. So welcome Tomiyasu to Liverpool. And our final signing goes to another Premier League side, but it goes to Brighton, this one, in Kuru Matoma here. Yes, what a player indeed. Had a brilliant season. A couple of seasons back, he was such a highlighted player for Brighton. He can definitely offer skills. This guy has got it all. What a player. It worked for, he's fantastic. The age of 27, overall 81, 30 million we paid for him. Brighton wanted a lot of this guy, one of their star players. But now we've got options on both wings on the rotation row. Our last sign for season 2 in Matoma from Brighton. And so here is the team now for season 2 under Arne Slot and myself. As you can see, Slot is still injured, so Javier will have to job in the FA Community Shield against Manchester City, which we all know he definitely do in that role there with the players he's got around him. Jota and Nunes, hopefully they can rotate underneath Arne Slot this season, and who's going to fight for the striker spot. It's out in my hands, see what Arne Slot can do right there. Kubo coming in, a rotation of Williams and Gakpo, and also now Tomiyasu and Matoma on the reserve, so if he wants to change anything up, he's got them players there. 3 Japan players signed to the club, which is nice to see, which now definitely takes off the crucial brand exposure objective here of signing 3 players born in Asia. They want us to win the Champions League, and they want us to do the back-to-back on the Premier League and the FA Cup. Big task for Liverpool, but we've seen it in the first season. It was following a lot of the growth within the team. Let's see how this team does. Could be an exciting one indeed. 4 inboxes, probably something silly right here. No, it's absolutely fine. Let's see how this team does in season 2. So here we have the end of the season. Looks like we've got Juve in the semi-final. It seems we're doing really well. Actually knocked out PSG 5-3. United 1-0 as well. Fulham, that should be an easy win. And it looks like our last game of the season will be against Manchester City. But who have we got in the Champions League final? Because I do believe we have won it. Yes, we did. We knocked out PSG and Juventus. Who have we got? And it's Spurs. Wow, a bit of a repeat of a final right there. Spurs looking for their revenge where Liverpool did beat them 2-0 with Divock Origi. Bit of an interesting one that can Spurs finally win a trophy with no Harry Kane this time though. But how did we get on with the Premier League? Have we done it there? And we have. I was going to say I was on this screen here for some reason there, but it was on the match day. But we have indeed. We have retained it. It doesn't matter if we lose the game to Manchester City. I mean, if we beat them, I think we actually deny them a bit more better in a European competition, potentially the Champions League. But here we have Nunes there with a +2. He's obviously very satisfied this season. Blue versus red, who's going to come out on top? And it's 2-2 with Phil Foden getting the goal right there. Grimaldo making it the winning goal there. And then Foden gets the goal 10 minutes after, with Hartman getting a yellow card. So let's have a look at the final table then. But here we have it though, the final at the Veltons Arena against Spurs. That's going to be an interesting final day. A team that you don't really see in the final that much. But let's just get a follow-in of the Premier League. Let's see how it finishes here. Not bad. I mean, Manchester City have an absolute shocker right there, getting the 2-1. Man United, their rivals, just getting Champions League football. FA Community Shield, we did that one. We did. We beat them 3-2. Massive FA Community Shield game right there. FA Cup retained that as well, and we don't. Bournemouth gets to the final versus Arsenal. So we're not there. We had a shocker on this one. Did we get knocked out here? No, not this one as well. Round 2, perhaps? No, even worse. We got knocked out to Wigan 2-1. Fair play to Wigan there in the round 3. Had an absolute mare in the FA Cup. But we couldn't kick this one off. It's not really important, but it doesn't matter. That's 3 trophies already. We knocked out Arsenal in that one. So now it means we're on for it. We could be on for a hell of a lot of trophies this season. Let's see what the Spurs team is seeing when we sim it right there. We've got a lot of offers there. Nunes, you play unsold. Okay, we've just got a lot of them just sitting in there. Nunes wants to leave. Alright, that's a bit interesting. I mean, he must have not have played as much, but he is satisfied. He's got a +2 and he's got the green face, so it's a bit weird right there. We'll just, okay, it's just going to keep doing this. Alright, we'll just simulate on the calendar really quickly. As you can see in the top left-hand corner, we are deteriorating down, which is not the best indeed, but we'll just simulate up to it quickly here. And let's have a look at this Spurs team. Let's have a look. I'm intrigued to see what their team is, to be quite honest. Could be quite tidy indeed. So let's have a look in the Spurs versus Liverpool right here. Okay, they have got Kanati. We did sell them to Spurs, but it's not the strongest team. I feel like we could definitely be favourites here. Son, Madison is probably the biggest threats in their team, I would say. Romero's a very good centre-back indeed with Miguel, Pedro Porro and Canate. Very good defensive line, I must say, but hopefully no one's got record of injuries, and we have got the starting team, which is very nice to see. Considering Nunes wants to leave, I think I'm going to start Jota. Jota's an 89, that's probably why he starts more. But this is going to be the team here, ladies and gentlemen. It could be very frightening indeed. Gakpo, Williams 90 overall, De Jong 90. Van Dijk has deteriorated a little bit, but I feel like we've got to be fair with it. I will change the kit as well, ladies and gentlemen, to the red. But we should be winning this. Can we do the double with Spurs in another Champions League final? Let's have a look. So here we have it then. It is the repeat of the 2019 Champions League final. It's Spurs versus Liverpool. Can we beat them 2-0? With Salah and Divock Origi getting the goals to secure Liverpool's Champions League title once again. But we'll have to wait and see. We're going to Granada. I feel like he's had a decent season. Obviously did score against Manchester City in the last game of the season. But then Foden did equalise it to make it 2-2. Solskjaer, hopefully he hasn't really been injured. Hopefully he's had a better season. He has grown up a bit more, so you expect it. Granada, great turn inside there to McAllister. Goes for a bit of a pop shot there. Bukayo has to force it out, and it won't go out. They've done really well, Spurs, there, just to get that ball out, and left a bit of a gap there for Heung-min Son. He's getting there with Ajo, so hopefully he's not as quick as he used to be. De Jong trying to do defensive work, can't do it. Trent gets beaten as well. Trent gets a good blocking, good defensive work from Trent. A player that gets slated for his defence, I must say. But right there, he's done very well indeed. Can we get out of the box? Grimaldo, good head there. And it forces Jota. Jota with a great chest there. And he could pull it out wide. And we could potentially be through here straight away. Solskjaer looking for the overlocking ball, but it's good interception then for Miguel. We tried to go over the top there for some reason. It went on the floor. A familiar face. Son has sent Trent again. He's coming in his back pocket at the moment. Van Dijk looking to help. A good save from Addison. I was going to say, I thought it fell short there to Mark Gahey there, but lucky he was fine. They communicated quite well. Trent looking for one of his unbelievable switches, which he does. The trait even popped up there. Grimaldo keeps going here. Try to cut inside, gets Basoma here. Gets a bit fortunate though. Solskjaer tries to find William Jr. with a save from Vicario. Just try to loop it into that top left hand corner. And Nico Williams, there's the assistant manager. Arne Slot. Also sat down somewhere. Trent. Got a good in swing here. Great ball into the back post potentially there. And Sheik there does really well. Cody Gakpo, can he keep it in? Don't need to because it's got to be our thrown anyway. Throw down line. Caught him off guard. Back post could be on. We did see Trent lingering there. Just trying to keep on the bar line. We couldn't unfortunately get it on there. Unlucky. Good chance here. Vicario, good save on that near post. But it needs to be a little bit better. What can they do from here? Vicario. Should be winning this down here. Two men need to communicate a little bit better there. Sheik on the ball. Does well. Madison's found a gap there. Somehow they pulled through and a good save from Madison. Spurs should be 1-0 up there. Don't know how they didn't score from that opportunity. De Jong, good LBY there. There's a ball down the line if Grimaldo can hit it too. The very dangerous man in Cody Gakpo. Gakpo tried to cut inside. Canate from a teammate. Obviously reads him like a book. And it's stalemate first half here. I mean, Spurs are kind of averaging it better here on the terms of their chances. But other than that, not the best. Basoma. Krzyzewski. Deporo. Should be able to get there one from Grimaldo there. That's what I mean, he offers so much. He can defend, he can shoot, you name it. This man can do it all, and he's just done it again there, but lose it unfortunately to Pedro Porro. Similar players, to be fair. Good ball to the back post, but Alan's there is ready to collect it. Can we get a goal before the break? That'd be brilliant. William Jr. There's another switch on there. It's gone for the wrong player though, but Solskjaer keeps it in the possession. Good play that. Can we get it through? We need to be a little bit better there. Feel like, to be honest, Mark Gay, fantastic. That's what we brought him in. He's been so good in the Euros. But it is what it is. But that's what I was on a bit there. I feel like Jota needs to be a little bit more involved. I think Nunes needs to come on the pitch now. He offers a lot more space. And I think he needs to come on the pitch. Gets that pace as well behind the defensive line. But not a bad half. But I think Spurs have been edging it a tad, especially in their attacks. But 0-0. Maybe better. Right, ladies and gentlemen, two changes, not just the one with Domino's and Jota, that's obviously one, but Solskjaer comes off for Harvey Elliott as well. Just been a little bit quiet in the game, and I need someone to offer a little bit more agile and quickness throughout the middle, so that's why he's on the pitch now. Darwin Núñez on the ball, great overlap and run there. Can we get going here? Oh no. Harvey Elliott, you should have made that run through the centre. He's gone back out wide and could have gone through. I was going to say if I knew that I would have just bloody took it with Darwin Wizzy, but it is what it is. Something's got to open up in this game. It's very, very stalemate 0-0 so far. Nothing's massively opened up here. This guy, Miguel, was actually sent about... Oh, Mark Gay, unbelievable again. I was going to say, he sent about 4 red shirts there to the shops. But here, McAllister can find Núñez, and Núñez is going to be through here. Darwin Núñez! Great finish! Darwin Núñez! And it's the boy from Uruguay. He might be fighting people in the crowd to protect his family, but I tell you what now. He's hit it right into the Spurs' hearts. What a finish here. Finessed into the top right corner. Oh, Wizzy proving me one once again. He's done it again. So 1-0 to Liverpool, but it's up to Spurs now to bring this back in this final. But what can we do? Do we keep going? I think we do. We need to get that cushion. Like I said, it could be a repeat of the 2019 final. This a tidy 2-0, but we'll have to wait and see here. Good play this to Sheik. Benacer. Sheik on the ball. Into Heung-min Son. But Trent does fantastic. But Trent can't do better enough. Whoa. Madison. Guéhi again. Mark Guéhi. Fantastic. But can't get his iron out. Mark Guéhi. Can he get the block? Oh, Alisson saves it instead. Couldn't clear our lines there. But Ange the Kangaroo, for some reason, speaking to Foster in goal, looking for tactics. Very strange indeed. But how has Spurs not scored? Cursed off a trophy, it seems like here. But Alisson got to run the ball down here. Play it short to McAllister. McAllister, shocking skill. Couldn't do anything there. Mark Guéhi again. My man of the match, of course. Trent, good switch. It's all kicking off now. First time pass to Cody Gakpo. Gakpo looking for the cut inside. Does well. Cody Gakpo. What a finish!
You were special.
Can you get any more Cody Gakpo than that? I think it will be a repeat of 2019. What an unbelievable strike there from Gakpo. Sends the player to the shot outside the box. Top right hand corner against Vicario. What a belter of a finish that is. So what a finish that is there. And I think Spurs once again are trophyless. Once again, Trent, fantastic. Defence has been brilliant. Yes, we've been sloppy at the back, but Mark Guéhi, I'm going to say it's got to be my man of match here. But Trent trying to run through here. Plays it into William Jr. Going to go back a little bit here. Trent looking for something there. Can I get to Harvey Elliott? But Benacer with an interception there. Sheik here into Bissouma. Into Konate. Kind of feel sorry for him, but he did get sent to the shot by his former teammates, Cody Gakpo, so game is the game. McAllister, fantastic. I think he's on for an assist, to be fair. So the decent same. Pedro Porro throws the ball down to Barros there. Running through here. Van Dijk trying to defend it all. Madison into Son. Can't do it, but Mark Guéhi again. How many times? He's got more in his back pocket. Darwin Wizzy here. Great driven from Darwin. Keeps going. He's fighting along here. There could be a back post there to go to Gakpo. Can't do it, unfortunately, though. Unlucky. Could have probably gone with Darwin there. But it is what it is. Kulusevski into Barros. Just got to keep it alive in now. I think we have probably done it. We'll have to wait and see. Barros running through. Van Dijk looking to lift it. Does fantastic there. And again. Brick shit outside the back. And that will wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. We have done it. The challenge has been complete probably for the first time in my career. Real challenge on my channel. 2 seasons it took us with this mighty Liverpool team, which you would expect with the players they got in the team. And a decent manager who can really bring in some incredible players. But that is a quadruple pretty much this season. The Carabao Cup, the Community Shield, the Premier League, and now the Champions League, where Liverpool do belong. And they lift and no one to add to that glorious cabinet of him there. Mark Guéhi at the back goal. How many times have they been through on goal? And he has just literally said, no, you're not coming through. About 4 or 5 challenges from the man. My man of the match completely. Cody Gakpo with an absolute screamer as well. Darwin Núñez, he's proved me wrong. We loaned him out to West Ham. He did fantastic, and I said in the first season, if he continues like that, we'll bring him back, which he did near the stats at the end of the season. Fantastic, and we brought him back, and now he wants to leave the club, but he's got it on a high for lifting and helping us lift, the Champions League. But Virgil van Dijk gets his hands on the trophy once again as the new captain of Liverpool under Arne Slot. Arne Slot has done fantastic. He's made this challenge to be completed as myself as assistant manager. What a team, what a rebuild. Let's continue on. So there it is, confirmation that Liverpool have won the Champions League. 2019, Liverpool beat them 2-0, and we have done it today in this year right here. Fantastic from the players to get it done in the second season. What a team. But let's have a look at the outstanding players of the season. So here we have it. It goes to Nico Williams, of course, the man who has had a phenomenal Euros with Spain, sadly knocking out my beloved England, but it is what it is. They were the better team on the day, especially this man right here. He was absolutely unreal in my opinion. You never know, we might see this signing happen in real life, but I'll completely honest with you, I could probably see it more going swaying towards Barcelona, but hey, never say never. Cody Gakpo, Liverpool's very own, had a phenomenal season, 26. Jota had a bit of a better one as well. Darwin Núñez, you can see why he probably wants to leave, we're only playing 28, but did score 11 and also in the Champions League final, which is nice to see. Szoboszlai didn't really have the break in this career mode. The first season pretty much injured, but this one he's done okay, but you expect a couple more assists from there, especially with the team and players got around him. Macaster with 13 goals, I believe an assist in the final, correct me if I'm wrong. Fantastic. De Jong holding it at the back. Trent with 17 assists. You definitely expect him right there to get that. Mitoma, obviously the rotation player, doing fantastic. Mark Gahey, 1 goal. What a player he is. With the overall he has, he's been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Harvey Elliott, alright, not too bad from him. And need to see how Grimaldo did. Got some goals and assists as well. Was decent. A very good team indeed. It's nice to see. But let's have a look now at my stats with Arne Slot in this rebuild here today. My career stats. So here you have it. 1 club, 2 league titles, 2 domestics, 1 continental. Our biggest win against Sheffield, our biggest loss against Aston Villa. 17 million transfer fee. Big moves right there. 120 played, 91 won, 16 draws and only 13 losses. That is incredible. I mean, if Arne Slot could do that in real life, I think the Scousers and Liverpool fans across the world will be very satisfied with that indeed. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you did enjoy this rebuild here today. There's no short one. I mean, it only took us 2 seasons, but the game is the game. It's a phenomenal team, so you can probably see why. But yeah, if you did like this video today, ladies and gentlemen, and want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.